And then let's have a look at England against Argentina, right? Uh, this one, this one's tough to call. I look at it and I see England having the better team on paper, having just more world class ability when we talk about Kane, Bellingham, and Saka, especially, but also Reece James. But I think Argentina have a good manager who might spring a surprise. I feel like he might change his system. People forget how much he changed system in the last World Cup. He hasn't done it much in this tournament because maybe he has a bit less versatility in this squad. But he might spring a surprise that might catch England off guard if they're thinking, oh, they've seen everything Argentina have to offer. What do you think?
Um, I don't know, man. I think England they've been relying on moments the whole tournament. And they're gonna have to rely on big moments again if they want to beat Argentina. Whether that'll be from Bellingham or Kane, because those are the ones producing the moments at the moment. This is definitely gonna be their biggest test of the tournament so far. Argentina have been a bit shaky. Last two games, Egypt almost went out. Switzerland, they were struggling there. I
Cape
think,
Verde as well.
huh?
Cape Verde game as well. Like the whole
Yeah,
knockout stage, they struggle.
yeah. So I don't know, man. Like they're not looking that strong. They are relying a lot on Messi. So it'll be an interesting game.
I mean, it's
Uh,
Messi or bust, right? Like, let's be real. I've seen nothing to suggest there's anything else in this team.
but it's Messi or bust. But it's Messi at the end of the day. England, cool. I guess you got other than Bellingham, you also got Kane. You also got Saka who can contribute for 30 minutes or so. Uh,
If that's all he's got in his legs right now.
I don't. That's what Tuchel seems to think, right?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, maybe we don't know. We don't know.
So I don't know. I don't know, but I just feel like Argentina will. It's gonna be a tough one. It's a tough one to call, honestly. It's a tough one to call because if Argentina are able to dominate the midfield, keep most of possession, Messi's gonna get a lot of chances to do something, and England's defense is a bit shaky. They haven't really had a lot of pressure on them in any game this tournament. So if they have Messi constantly with the ball, trying to find solutions, they might be in trouble. But they have to find a way to not concede that much possession, in my opinion. And for them to do that, they have to try and keep Argentina back. And it's time for Manny to come in, man, in my opinion. It's time. Rice is clearly injured.
Hey man, you're living in a dream, was. He hasn't played a single minute in this tournament. A minute. Henderson has played minute. In the last game, he moved Bellingham back. He moved Reece James in. There was even a point. Rogers was playing in a double pivot. Anything, anything but playing mainly. There's no chance. I'll be
I
stunned.
just think that's England's best chance if Manny's in the team. Of course,
I
they
agree.
still have a chance, but if I'm gonna be honest, if it's the same midfield, Rice, Anderson, Bellingham, I'm gonna go for Argentina.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for
Okay.
Argentina.
Okay.
I just think Messi's
I'm.
that good, man. He's gonna produce a
He's.
lot of magic. Semi-final as well, clutch time.
Yeah. Big moment, Messi,
Yeah,
man.
big
He's
moment.
always there. I mean, it's his first game. His first time he's ever faced England, which is very interesting,
Mm.
very surprising. I do hear you, but I'm going for England. I say I'm going for England, but then what the main thing I can see in my mind is like extra time and then maybe even penalties. But okay, I'm gonna go for England in extra time. And my reason is going to be what I think England have over Argentina is what they can offer out wide, right? Argentina are very narrow, and this is the game. He hasn't been doing this enough in this tournament, Tuchel. He's been very conservative in terms of how he's used his fullbacks. Right,
Mm,
we've seen a little burst here and there from Jed Spence when it's about no that's not attacking fullback play. What I mean by attacking fullback play is someone who's offering themselves as an overlapping or underlapping option for their wingers, right? So that you can get 2v1 against fullbacks. And all right, cool. They've had enough in terms of the moments that Jude and Kane have shown up with. But this is a game where if they don't do that, you're just playing right into Argentina's hands. So I think this is a game. I'm gonna give Tuchel credit to see that this is a game where if you double up out wide, you can get at Argentina's fullbacks. You can make their center midfielders have to do a lot of defensive work out wide, which they won't be comfortable with. And I think in that scenario, it makes it a lot more difficult for them to keep sustained pressure on you.
mhm,
That's right there, and that I think that works even with this very physical minded midfield that they've gone for, Rice, Anderson, and Bellingham. I think you do that. I would also stick Rice on Messi,
mm,
right? He hasn't done anything in this tournament in open play. Let's be real, Rice. You know, he's been sick, injured, all this stuff, right? Cool, but he's playing. But the one thing you should always be able to rely on him for is being a physical presence and a reliable 1v1 defender, right? I think he's got the physicality to make things difficult for Messi. Obviously, Messi's movement is genius and he'll always be open in spaces. But I think, like, I genuinely think how little Rice is actually contributing on the ball, you can kind of forget about him on the ball a little bit, right? Get Gordon coming inside at times and get O'Reilly overlapping him, right? Make Argentina have to think about that. Messi's not gonna want to track back. He drifts from the right. He's not gonna want to track back. That way, your midfield is more like at times Anderson, Bellingham, and Gordon. But then Gordon's, he runs around a lot. He's very quick. He'll still be dangerous in terms of his runs out on the left. I think that there means England aren't going to play through the middle and be dominant, but can win the battle of space in the middle, right? Be dangerous out wide, rely on Harry Kane and Jude and Saka to maybe take their chances. Or off the bench in an extra time scenario, a Rashford. I think, he hasn't had his moment yet at the World Cup. I believe in him. I'm a big believer in him. I think he's a better player than Gordon, but I understand why Gordon's playing. But I think off the bench against tired legs, he's someone who could be really dangerous running in behind as well in this game. So yeah, I'm gonna go with England to win 2-1 extra time. Marcus Rashford winner. How do you feel about that?
yeah, I mean, it could happen, man. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a close game, It's gonna
yeah,
be a
man. It's
close
gonna
game.
be a very close game. I'm expecting both games to be really good. 2-1, 3-2, maybe 3-2, because I do think this will be a relatively open game. Yeah, switch it to 3-2. But yeah, Martinez and Romero had a great tournament. I expect them to play well again, but they don't have someone necessarily right up against them to defend against. Harry Kane's gonna do his dropping deep thing. I think that is another thing where it might play into England's hands.
Mm,
I'm thinking of all the scenarios. Jude with his late runs, they haven't got a top defensive midfielder, like defensively, I think, as well, Argentina. So I'm thinking of all the little ways where England should be able to take advantage of the fact that they've got the better players on paper. And they do. England do have the better players on paper. You can't, like, you take out Messi from this Argentina team, it's out. It's definitely out of this tournament, like, already. It may be maybe the last 32 against Cape Verde. You know, probably, in fact, almost certainly. Right?
Yeah.
Looking at how they played. So, yeah, I'm going with that. And then, if I'm right, it'll be a France-England final. If you're right, it'll be France-Argentina rematch of the last final. Either of those would be mouth-watering. Spain would also be great in a final. You know, maybe Williams would be fit to start a final. So there's a lot of scenarios that can come from this, but yeah, looking forward to it.